and welcome to Modelling Misadventures, and in today's video, issue 17 of the Lancaster bomber. Now a quick look at the mag. A few extra parts this time as usual. And then the articles, DV302 Harry. This is a Lancaster that actually survived the war. And then a little article about the tall boy bomb. And this is where we're up to. Last issue we got that rest bed finished off, the flapjack and the ammunition boxes at the back. Now in this issue we get a long box, which means there's going to be a longer section in it. And once again, there's a nice part here wrapped in tissue paper. And there it is. This is another piece of fuselage, which is going to extend the length of the plane somewhat. So what we've got here is a rear fuselage floor panel. This here is what's known as the flare chute. These parts here, which look lovely, they are recuperators. And then this here is the toilet that was on a Lancaster, little chemical toilet. I honestly don't know how often that got used. So first off, we're going to put this rear fuselage floor panel on here. There's three very nice little lugs there for it to fit on. A really nice fit. That goes on there like that. Goes on really well. And it gets screwed on with 3 screws. And that is a really sturdy attachment. That's fantastic. Now the next thing to go on is this thing. Now they're calling this in the instructions the flare chute, and saying that it goes there, right behind this step down here in the fuselage. Now I've been digging around for some photographs of this to see how realistic this actually is, because it doesn't look right just at the moment. Now most of the pictures I can find of a flare chute are like this one that's in the Haynes manual, which is actually located farther back in the fuselage than this one and off to one side. And quite a few pictures of Lancaster interiors show this type of flare chute. It's thinner, it's more square, angular. I can only find one picture of something that's referred to as the flare chute in this location here. And again, it looks a little bit different. So not quite sure what's going on with this flare chute and what this was modelled off, but they must have had a Lancaster that had it in this location. I did find this photograph, but this is from a Manchester, the precursor of the Lancaster, and this does seem to show what looks like a flare chute in the middle of the fuselage in that location. So maybe it was something that was found on earlier models. Now next to go in are these recuperators. These go on either side of the fuselage and they just fit in these little slots here. One there and the other there. And again, looking at photos of these seem to be reasonably accurate. And on this picture that I showed earlier, you can see the recuperators on either side of that, what we think is the flare chute. And the last thing on this issue is the Elson chemical toilet that was right at the back of the fuselage. And the rear gunner had to climb up on this to get into his rear turret. And you can see this toilet sitting at the back of the Lancaster on many pictures of the interior fuselage. So that's issue 17 done, and the plane is now a lot longer than it was with this rear fuselage section on and those additional bits of detail. So starting to show how big it's going to be. Lovely model. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed watching that and the rest of this build series. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Modelling Misadventures.